Ah, Sonic. The icon of Sega. The fastest thing alive. The Blue Blur. The Speedy Hedgehog. The Iblis Trigger. Mr. Needlemouse. The protein in our bodies that divides the left and right hemispheres of our brain. Oh, wait, you didn't know that? There's a gene in our bodies that produces a protein called Sonic Hedgehog. Oh, whatever. I know you didn't come here for a biology lesson, but now you know that Sonic lives in all of us.
Pretty cool, huh?
Anyway, as my number one favorite game series and gaming icon, I just had to make a list of my most favorite Sonic games. What's up, Goxays? It's Samek, your dojo master, the Eternal Samurai, bringing you my first top 10 Sonic video. And to keep up with more Sonic discussion videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon. Now, while it was hard to choose between a couple of the games, and with the upcoming games that Zippo's leak of Sonic's 30th anniversary is quote-unquote promising us, this list may be subject to change. But without further ado, here are my top 10 games for my favorite gaming series, Sonic the Hedgehog. After the end of Sega's console days, Sonic makes his first appearance on a Nintendo console, the Game Boy Advance to be specific, and lo and behold, Sonic Advance was released. Sonic Advance was actually the very first Sonic game I ever owned, believe it or not. I got it as a holiday gift back in 2001, so to say that this game holds a lot of memories for me is an understatement. To put it simply, Sonic Advance is like the classic Sonic games on the Genesis, but with the Sonic Adventure mechanics and designs. One of the selling points for Sonic Advance to me was all the playable characters. You could play as Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. They more or less have the same abilities, like jumping on enemies and spin dashing, but they also have their own special abilities too. Sonic can grind on rails, Tails can attack using his Tail Slash, or more importantly, he can fly, allowing you to get to harder to reach places and stages. Knuckles' special abilities consisted of gliding, climbing walls, and punching enemies. And Amy was actually quite the oddball. She couldn't spin dash or roll into a ball when she jumped. She does, however, have her Pico Pico hammer to attack enemies and do special tricks with. The gameplay features a side-scrolling platformer where you explore the long-level scenery as you speed through various enemies and obstacles in the 12 different stages. A perfect game for exploring while making your way to the end of the level. May not be the best for speedrunning, but still can be enjoyed casually. The special stages felt like a nice new take from the original Sonic 2 special stages as you air glide down a tube collecting enough rings to collect the Chaos Emerald at the end of the stage. Although the depth perception can mess you up while collecting rings, it feels like a nice accomplishing challenge once you complete it. Ooh, there's also a tiny Chao Garden! It's not as advanced as the Chao Gardens from the Sonic Adventure games, but the minigames in it make a good pastime on a road trip. The music in Sonic Advance is actually quite good. The songs used in Neo Hill Green Zone Act 2, Casino Paradise Zone Act 2, Egg Rocket Zone, and their rendition of Starlight Zone are just a few of my most favorite songs from this game. Those retro-sounding beats from this game really get me vibing, and really gives me that overflow of nostalgia. While Sonic Advance may not go down as a big Sonic game, I really love this game. And I feel like I can pick it back up to enjoy the stages and music every now and then. It was the first Sonic game I ever owned, and it ultimately made me more of a Sonic fan. I couldn't ask for more. Before 2010, critics were badgering on the inconsistency and questionable games that Sonic Team has been delivering. So Sonic Team decided to come up with a game rooting back to the classics while having a modern twist. Oh wait, did you think I was talking about Sonic 4? Heck no! Sonic Colors came as our opening main title for the new decade, and it certainly received lots of positive feedback. I bet the reviews went something along the lines of, but who am I to say? At the time of its debut, Sonic Colors was the first main title Sonic game to feature a solo campaign as Sonic with one main gameplay style since Sonic 3D Blast. The main factor that distinguished Sonic Colors from the other Sonic games were the Wisps. These were alien creatures that granted Sonic different abilities. If I were honest about this though, I would say that I still question the inclusion of the Wisps. I mean, don't get me wrong, I loved all the different abilities that the Wisps would give Sonic, like turning into a laser and ricocheting off the walls, or drilling to move through the ground. But one falling point for me is collecting Wisps to gain boost. I personally think that Sonic is fast without the Wisps, so why would he need Wisps in order to boost? Well, aside from that, the whole game had the element of speed as it was all about moving fast and getting to the end, like the day stages from Sonic Unleashed. The Wisp's abilities really did add to the excitement of the gameplay, and made the speedy platforming sections more enjoyable. One major issue with Sonic Colors, however, was the story and dialogue. It felt really cheesy, and it didn't really fit with the Sonic stories that had lots of depth and seriousness.
Baldy nose hair! That's the best thing I've heard all day!
I always liked that the series in general stays lighthearted, but I think this game did that too much. Sonic Colors did, however, showcase lots of Sonic's personality in its stage aesthetics and music. And I will admit, the soundtrack was actually really good. Overall, Sonic Colors had excellent gameplay but lacked in story. It may not be a perfect game, but it's a nice gateway to Sonic that everyone can enjoy. There have been many elements that have made every Sonic game feel special. While the Sonic fandom has a very diverse culture, however good or bad that is, there is one game that united the fandom and put their differences aside, and lo and behold, we get Sonic Generations. Sonic Generations celebrates the 20th anniversary of the Sonic series, showing off its golden history. The 3D playstyle is similar to that of Sonic Unleashed, with lots of attention put into platforming, exploration, and quick reflexes. And Sonic's 2D playstyle feels the closest to the fundamentals of Sonic's classic playstyle. Speaking of 2D, the game also features the surprising return of the classic version of Sonic, endorsing Naoto Ishima's redesign of his original style. Though not as fine-tuned as his Genesis and Mania versions, Classic Sonic is a pleasure to play as in this game. And Classic Sonic's teamwork with modern Sonic is an enjoyable experience that really binds the entire Sonic series together. This series has been scattered in terms of design, aesthetics, plot, and overall tone, but with Sonic Generations bringing back the fan-favorite stages into a reimagined form, coupled with the inclusion of all of Sonic's friends and foes, creates a true sense of unity and peace throughout Sonic's existence. By reimagined stages, what I mean is that it simply wasn't just a remastered version with updated graphics. There were new stage mechanics and pathways added to every stage while the stages still kept their identities. Quite nice to play an old stage in a new way if you ask me. And this itself definitely makes Sonic Generations one of the best 3D Sonic games ever. I also loved hearing all the remastered tracks from all the previous games from the series. The Sonic series is well known for all of its amazing music, and Generations did a phenomenal job with its presentation. Sonic Generations is truly the ideal tribute to all that Sonic has done so far. It's the game that unified the series into one complete whole. Sonic Generations is an amazing game that can be loved by any Sonic fan. An anniversary celebration done right. My only complaint with Sonic Generations is that it was too short. But hey, I sure hope we get a similar game yet longer for his 30th anniversary. There is no way I can make a countdown of my top 10 Sonic games without the one that gives me the most nostalgia. Though it's not the first Sonic game I've ever played, Sonic Heroes marks a very crucial game for my childhood. While I was one of those kids who had a GameCube and a PS2 in the early 2000s, I sadly didn't own this game. The first time I played it was at my neighbor's house back in the summer of 2005, which is honestly one of the best summers of my life. Funny thing, I remember one day that summer when I fell off my floaty in the swimming pool and I nearly drowned to death. And as I was about out of breath, I envisioned Sonic's face on the cover of Sonic Heroes, and I thought to myself, oh man, I won't get to finish Sonic Heroes! Oh man, just thinking that story now can be a bit embarrassing, yet kind of hilarious. But lo and behold, I was rescued, and I lived, and all is good. One reason I love this game is because it introduced the modern Sonic cast of characters. Not to mention that this game has the most number of playable Sonic characters. I found myself loving every single one of them, especially the speed-type characters. The teamwork mechanic was really stimulating for me, and all the detail and colors in these levels was extraordinary. To me, Sonic Heroes is a great example of a 3D Sonic game with a simple plot, giving it the charms and aesthetics of the classic Sonic games. Not many games go this extra mile to combine the series' art style. As far as Heroes the game itself, it's still pretty fun, but it doesn't really hold up well these days. The controls are slippery, the repeated playthroughs with some other teams feels a bit redundant, and we don't really get a chance to puzzle solve when the game tells us which character to switch to. And regardless of Sonic Heroes' faults, I appreciate the impact that it had on me back then. It gave me what I needed to know about the modern cast for Sonic and further made me more of a Sonic fan. What else could I ask for? Oh boy, I'm sure y'all didn't expect this one in my top 10, but hear me out. I actually liked Sonic 06. Now before y'all flood the comments saying that it doesn't deserve such a high place in this list, or even in the top 10 list at all, just hear me out on this. I am well aware, just like many other Sonic fans, that Sonic 06 is widely viewed by many reviewers and gamers as the worst game ever, let alone the worst Sonic game ever. But I would argue that much of the hate today is from people who actually never played the game. Yet while it's beyond evident that the game has many drawbacks, I bet there are a surprising amount of positives mostly overlooked by mainstream gamers. For one, and I know we can all agree on this, The soundtrack was an absolute banger. I literally want to shed a tear every time I hear Sonic's theme, His World. And of course, I gotta give recognition to Silver's theme, Dreams of Absolution, and Shadow's theme, All Hail Shadow. The music from the various stages and hub worlds was also done extremely well. I get such relaxing vibes from the Wave Ocean stage music, it's just so mesmerizing. And the Soliana Old Town music is so catchy. Sonic 06 joins Sonic on an attempt to beat Eggman and rescue Princess Elise, Shadow in his own mission to defeat Mephiles the Dark, and the debut of Silver in his quest to save the future before they all unite to support each other in their respective paths. And for a Sonic game, this story actually got really deep and serious. Now, while many may not like Silver, I won't argue that he actually had a good story. It's debatable whether he had a good introduction into the Sonic series with this game, but I will admit, his character development in Sonic 06 was actually on par. Silver starts out as a very insecure character, noted at the beginning of his story by his best friend Blaze. Over time, however, when he starts to understand that he was tricked into fighting Sonic, he is compelled to evolve into a controlling role. As far as gameplay goes, while there were many bugs, I actually enjoyed the various platforming sections and the scenery of the stages. Sonic stages are all about platforming and speed, especially the Mach Speed sections, which I will admit can be frustrating from time to time. Silver stories are much more puzzle-based, and admittedly, I enjoy games that have some sort of puzzle-solving mystery in it. Shadow stages mostly involve riding air gliders and other weaponized vehicles. And beyond Sonic, Silver, and Shadow, one big selling point to me for this game is that we also get to play as other characters too, like Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Rouge, and Blaze. So when you think about it, Sonic 06 is actually a fun game, or at least a completely passable one. I know it can be hard to see beyond the contradictions inside the story, sitting at loading screen after loading screen, or the sight of Sonic kissing a person. At least I got that one off my chest. But once you find out how to play it right, listen to the fantastic songs, and watch the character development to the end, it really isn't that bad, and quite frankly, I had fun playing it. Okay, so you probably didn't expect a handheld game in my top 5 Sonic games, but I don't mind being unique. Nevertheless, it's arguable to say that Sonic Rush is the game that changed the course of the Sonic series. But one thing's for sure, Sonic Rush is the best 2D Sonic game to utilize the boost mechanic. And I have no shame in saying this, but while many owners of the Nintendo DS got a DS just to play Pokemon, Mario Kart DS, or New Super Mario Bros., I got a DS to play Sonic Rush, and I'm so glad I did. I absolutely had so much fun playing Rush. Simply put, the game puts the player on an adrenaline-fueled thrill ride. Heck, I have so much fun speedrunning in this game. The game's newly introduced boost mechanic allows fans to blast through stages and focus more on quick reflexes and precise inputs, instead of momentum building and exploration. I know that this style of gameplay does cause a bit of frustration as players may continually fall into pitfalls and other death traps, but it's oh so rewarding once you get past those stages. This was the fastest Sonic game of its time. And we can't forget that Sonic Rush introduced Sonic's counterpart and my most favorite character from the series, Blaze the Cat. Blaze's position as a counterpart to Sonic has allowed her to be the most empowering of all the female Sonic characters in my opinion. She alone is the main reason for most of the fandom's love for this game. I mean, I'd admit, I loved playing as her in Rush, more than Sonic even. And it still boggles my mind how she can run as fast as Sonic on high heels. Now let me tell you about the soundtrack, it is phenomenal! Hideki Naganuma, who is also the music composer for the Dreamcast game Jet Set Radio, made the most sick tunes for Sonic Rush. Themes such as Right There, Right On and Back to Back both have the crazy energy and focused beats of the best tracks. They're so catchy and fun that you can't help to hum along with them. They even went beyond and made remixed versions of every stage song for Blaze 2. And to be honest, I think I like the Blazy mixes more than the original. Sonic Rush's impact on the series can still be felt to this day, and the boost mechanic made its way into the grand majority of Sonic console releases, for better or worse. But as it stands here, Sonic Rush just maybe Dimps' best Sonic game up to date. Guys, I can't help that I love the Rush series so much. The fact that after the success of Rush, Sonic Team had to make a sequel, and lo and behold, Sonic Rush Adventure comes to the palm of our hands. Believe it or not, Sonic Rush Adventure was the game that inspired me to become a game developer. But that's a topic I'll leave for another time. Guys, let me tell you, that opening cutscene with New Venture playing in the background feels flat on amazing. That feeling going on a boat traveling the high seas as we go on a swashbuckling adventure definitely makes me feel like a kid again. Being a sequel from Rush, Sonic Rush Adventure doesn't change up the formula that much. You're once again playing as Sonic and Blaze as they boost home attack and hover through a ton of new stages. And of course, who could forget about the trick mechanic to build your boost meter? Thankfully they kept that from the original Rush. And just like how we got a new character from the original Rush, we also got a new character in Rush Adventure. Marine the Raccoon makes her debut in this game, and while some may not like her, I actually did. Sure, she may seem annoying from time to time, but she really added a lot to the story. Also, would it be applicable to say that Marine is the Soul Dimension counterpart to Tails? She wants to learn how to build boats so she can sail the high seas, and similar to Tails, he's a mechanic who loves to build planes to explore the high skies. Now, while many may say that the story was a bit simple, I actually really loved it. You're in a tropical setting, and spoiler alert, it takes place in Blaze's world, the Soul Dimension. But you gotta admit, the fact that we actually get to play in Blaze's world unlike any other Sonic game makes me really happy. I really hope that there will be another Sonic game in the Soul Dimension, and if not a Sonic game, a Blaze spin-off game. I loved all the new stage mechanics too. It definitely helped with adding something new and fresh to the level design. Like in Plant Kingdom with the trees grabbing you, bouncing off the bungee ropes at Haunted Ship, snowboarding at Blizzard Peaks, riding on dolphins at Pirates Island, and much more. And even though that last boss fight was not entirely overwhelming, my most favorite thing about it was that I could switch between Supersonic and Burning Blaze, and capitalize on whoever's strength I saw fit for the situation. Also, I really liked the addition of the hidden islands. They were a bit tedious to find, but when you find them, it felt like a nice extension to the game. And instead of the traditional special stages to collect Chaos Emeralds like the original Rush followed, you had to race against Johnny to collect more Chaos Emeralds, which was actually really fun. Oh yeah, the navigation system was definitely on par. You had to collect more materials from various stages to unlock upgraded vessels in order to explore farther out. That right there felt like a nice rewarding gimmick if you ask me. And being a Nintendo DS title, they made a smart move to use the touchscreen to ride the vessels. The missions are the main thing that made this game lose some of its quality in my opinion. I didn't mind them to an extent, but the most annoying missions were the ones where I had to fight a boss again. Like, why should I have to beat him again if I've already beaten him before? But hey, if it's for the sake of collecting more Soul Emeralds, then count me in. We didn't get Hideki Naganuma to compose the music for Sonic Rush Adventure, but regardless of that, I still love the music. The vocal theme A New Venture certainly gets the game off to a bright start. Tomiya Otani, the music composer for this game, definitely endeared us with his Caribbean-influenced instruments. The vocals, meanwhile, are very peppy and catchy, and while I may not remember some songs from the soundtrack, it still has all the elements it needed to be a good Hideki Naganuma sequel. Oh man, I can just keep listening to that music from the hub world. I just feel that childlike charm when I listen to it. While Sonic Rush Adventure may not be a game that stood out that much in the series, I still love it to bits and pieces. Literally every time I play this game, I feel like I'm that 11-year-old version of myself staying up late playing video games. But other than my personal note, it followed suit with the well-renowned Sonic Rush very well, if not better. I really hope we get another sequel in the Rush series. And no, Sonic Colors DS does not count as Rush 3. I just can't help it. Sonic Unleashed makes its way into my top 3 Sonic games. And what can I say? You can't help the endless charm that this game delivers. And after the previous main title, Sonic 06, which many people hate, but I like, Sonic Unleashed was that breath of fresh air we needed. We can all agree that Sonic Unleashed is a game on an epic scale, even if it was primarily because of its production value. The storytelling, the graphics, the music, the UI, and oh my gosh, the intro just Everything about the opening cutscene screamed what Sonic's all about. Everything in this game was made with the intention of providing the most cinematic and breathtaking Sonic game ever made. Oh wow, y'all remember the Night of the Werehog special they made at the time? Yeah, me too. The animation style just looked so amazing and fluid. Wish we could get this in a Sonic game again. Please, Marza Animation Planet, give us this intro again. But back to Unleashed. Sonic Unleashed is without a doubt an epic adventure from beginning to end. Half the game consists of the daytime stages, which utilize the boost mechanic for the first time in 3D. And wow, it was done really well. The level design very much complemented the boost mechanic and really gave that feeling of speed that a Sonic game deserves. On the flip side, we have Sonic the Werehog, who focuses on a more combat style of gameplay, but to be honest, I didn't mind it. I actually like the night stages because of the variety of combos and platforming segments. They're not great, but they're not bad either. While we're on the topic of Sonic the Werehog, I will admit, when I saw the ads for this game back in 2008, I felt pretty skeptical about the concept of the werehog. In my mind, I was like, oh geez, they're just jumping on the werewolf bandwagon like Twilight did. But oddly enough, that didn't matter in the end, because I had fun playing it. Sonic Team put a lot of faith into this game, and its aspiration doesn't compare to anything else they've ever made. The presentation elements gave this game its identity, and the gameplay really holds up to its merit as well. We modern Sonic fans have been wanting another game like this for so long. It might be about time for another game that invoked the same feeling that Sonic Unleashed gave years ago. Or just hope that we'll get a PC port of it someday soon. Often considered, yet arguably one of the best Sonic games of all time, Sonic Adventure was without a doubt Sonic's best introduction into 3D. Yeah, we had the 3D games from the Sega Saturn, but we know how much that console flopped. We all know that Sonic was created with a goal in mind, which was to defeat Mario. And after the release of Super Mario 64, Sega knew they had to do something, and lo and behold, we get Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast. Fun personal fact, Sonic Adventure was actually my very first Sonic game. I played a trial version of it on my cousin's Dreamcast back in my young days, and oh my gosh, I loved every bit of it. But I didn't own my own copy of it till the GameCube port Sonic Adventure DX came out. By then, I could finally enjoy the entire game in my own time to all its glory. Sonic Adventure takes Sonic away from his normal side-scrolling adventures and explores new territories. It threw him into a big world full of vibrant, colorful hub worlds and appropriately designed levels. So many things that have become staples and fan favorites have originated here. The homing attack made everything click into 3D while still making it feel like Sonic, and the Chao Garden created an unforgettable Tamagotchi/Pokemon experience for which fans are still longing for to this day. Another great thing from Sonic Adventure would be all the playable characters. Sonic's story is full of exciting fast-paced platforming, and while the controls can be a bit touchy, you get used to it. We got the best character development for Tails, and his racing platforming stages were done really well. Knuckles' treasure hunting was actually quite fun despite it slowing down the pace of the game a little. Big's fishing was just out there with its slow and poorly done fishing mechanic. Amy's story was just more or less a cat and mouse chase. And E102 Gamma's beat the clock shooting stages were definitely a new take for a Sonic game. The story in Sonic Adventure was without a doubt epic. Eggman takes control of Chaos, the god of destruction, so he could rule Station Square, but Sonic and his pals were there to put a stop to his dastardly plans. We also got an in-depth story about Knuckles being the guardian of the Master Emerald, the Echidna Clan, Tikal, and the Chaos Emeralds. While everything I've said makes this game phenomenal, there's one more thing that really tips the scale for this game, and that is Crush 40. Video game music for a generation was characterized by their speed-rocking sound, and frankly, I can never get enough of it. They've certainly made some of my most favorite songs ever. Overall, Sonic Adventure is an amazing game and a childhood favorite, not to mention a popular game to speedrun. I love Sonic Adventure to bits and pieces, and I sure hope we get to see more Sonic games like this. Now before we get to my number 1 Sonic game, let's all take this moment to look at a few honorable mentions. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is not just my most favorite 3D Sonic game, it also takes the spot as my number 1 favorite Sonic game ever. If you look at the original Sonic trilogy, you'll see a pattern where every game vastly improves on the one before it. And I'm very happy to see that the pattern continued with the 3D games as well. Even though this was the game that marked the end of the Dreamcast, you can't argue that this was a killer game to mark the end of the console's life. See what I did there? Killer game ended the console's life. Oh jeez, me and my puns. So starting off, the game right out throws you into the action as Sonic jumps out of a helicopter, ripping off a sheet of metal from it, and snowboard with it through San Francisco, wreaking havoc crashing into cars. And lo and behold, we had the iconic stage City Escape, along with its killer song, Escape from the City by our very own Crush 40. And the action didn't stop at the unbelievably eventful first level. Sonic Adventure 2 took everything that was amazing from Sonic Adventure 1 and dramatically improved it. With a game powered by an amazing story, incredible levels, a variety of playable characters with unique playstyles, and spectacular and unforgettable boss fights, this also marks the debut of the edgy Sonic character Shadow the Hedgehog. You want to be a hero? You can. Or you want to be a villain? You can. And starting off this hero versus villain battle, we get into my favorite part of the game, the fast-paced platforming of the Sonic and Shadow stages. The Tails and Eggman mech stages were a nice new take for a Sonic game, yet not my preference. And the Knuckles and Rouge treasure hunting stages were nice for exploration, yet took forever to find the emeralds. But hey, looking for a good game to play with a friend? Then you can't complain about the 2-player battle mode. And wouldn't you agree that the 2-player speed battles have a Mario Kart vibe as you strike your opponent with time stops? But let's just hope that it doesn't break friendships. And of course, we had the most beloved thing in any Sonic game, the Chao Garden. True, they had it in Sonic Adventure 1, but they improved on it in Sonic Adventure 2. And quite frankly, many more people talk about the Chao Garden from Adventure 2 more than Adventure 1. I can certainly see the additional work that has gone into a more robust breeding system and more competitions. And again with the music, Crush 40 really crushed it with this one. See what I did there? Crushed it. Seriously, I can never get Live and Learn out of my head. And the soundtracks from Tails' stage, Mission Street, and Knuckles' stage, Aquatic Mine, are just a couple more of my all-time favorite songs from Sonic Adventure 2. All in all, I believe Sonic Adventure 2 is the best Sonic game. And while Sonic Adventure 2 kind of represented the end of the console front for Sega, it also revealed that on other platforms they were still alive and flourishing. Well, there you have it guys, my top 10 favorite Sonic the Hedgehog games. It took me a good while to make this list and make this video, but you know what they say, good things take time. Looking back at the older titles and remembering all the joys, memories, and moments from them was definitely a really nice trip down memory lane. I sure had fun making this video, and I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. So what are your top 10 favorite Sonic games? Or your number 1 favorite Sonic game? What do you love most about Sonic games? And what top 10 Sonic video do you want me to do next? Comment below to share your thoughts. Also, don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell icon for more Sonic discussion videos. And check me out on my other socials to see what else I'm up to. Links in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and with all that said, this is your Dojo Master, the Eternal Samurai, signing out. Eternal for life.